Hello and welcome back to another episode on Schwaadeheim. So in the previous episode I was talking about this corn kali and if this has a meaning of some sort, and I did a small bit of research, but it doesn't have any meaning as is. At least I believe it doesn't. But it has roots in the middle of 19th century. At that time, the miners in Germany exploited the world's first potassium deposit and started fertilizer production. And today, the company employs more than 11,000 people. So yeah, it is quite a thing. So basically, this is a complex fertilizer with potassium, magnesium, sulfur, and sodium. If you were interested. So before we start planting, I will restart the garden plot. We can have all three crops growing. So we have some seeds, we have some fertilizer, and we have full water, so it should last us for some time. And now, yeah, let's go get the John Deere. Let me check. It is sunflower planting time. It is. We're in March already. And this is our machine for today. So it's a pleasant 14 degrees. And I think we're gonna have a great time today. The planter is already full with everything we need. So let me go straight to the first field. And we still have 98,000 pounds. I think I will look at some crop protection items. Maybe a sprayer, something cheap, because we need to deal with the weeds in our field somehow. And I think the fertilizer wise we are good, but we do need to address the weeds. And it's gonna be the best to use a sprayer of some sort. The planter is already set to corn, and it's being calibrated, so there's not much to do in this department. Okay, yeah, the weeds are growing. I was unsure if maybe we have already planted a crop, but no, it's the weeds. Okay, let's expand and unfold the planter. How should I go about this? It would probably be better to start at the longest straight over there. So yeah, let's start over here. And let's put down the ridge marker. This is gonna help us maintain what do you mean? Oh, corn. Thank God, I would be planting corn without even knowing. We have to plant sunflowers. Yeah, thank God for the machine to remind us about this. Is it going in? Looks like it is. Okay, I am missing some spots here and there, so that will be addressed at the end. let's put down the other side of the ridge marker. And I think this will be the perfect straight to use the hood aim marker. It's like a gun marker. Yeah, it's working fine. And stop. I know it's not ideal to drive over the crop you planted, but I don't really have an easy means of turning around, so this will have to do. It's not an ideal world anyway, so yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, yeah, turning around over here is gonna be easier. Okay, so it would probably be a good idea to go to the outside view, so to the drone footage. I'm looking at the nitrogen map on our mini map, and it looks like the sunflowers don't really need that much. So we did ourselves a big favor by fertilizing with the slurry. On the other hand, we are using our seed quite a lot. We already went through more than 15%. So we're gonna use a car probably to bring some more over, so we don't go back and forth with the tractor and the implements. I think it's safer that way. We are nearing the completion of the field, so this is gonna be first field planted with sunflowers. And these are our cash crops, and the canola is another cash crop we have, and it's planted in 3 other fields, I believe. But I still need to think about the grasslands, so we need more grass to feed our cows, and we still need some crop to make straw, so we need straw production, which means we are in the market for at least 2 more fields, 1 meadow and 1 crop field. So maybe I will be forced to take a loan, or maybe I will simply buy the needed straw, yeah, for cows. I haven't decided yet. which route I'm gonna go, but yeah, 98,000 pounds does seem like a lot, but it really isn't. That's probably one medium field. Oh look, the bees are already out. I wonder what will be the first type of honey. It will be something that blooms in the spring. I need to get the right ridge marker out. I seem to have forgot to do that in the previous run, but it doesn't matter now because this is just a small bit to complete. So I can simply reverse over and do 2 more passes, and this will be this part done. And then I will go and do the headland. So I'm gonna start where I want to stop with the headland. And that's gonna be, yeah, it can be over here, so I can go straight onto the road over there. While I'm here, let me run over to our meadow for a bit. Yeah, it's not grown yet. Still have to wait some more, a month maybe, and then we'll be able to harvest with hay, or maybe we're gonna make silage, I'm not sure. On the other hand, if you want to get a lot of silage out of a small area, it's better to use corn as silage crop. Yes, I'm gonna fix this headland also. Yeah, but corn, we do have small corn harvesters, or silage harvesters, so that are, you can attach them to a tractor, because those big silage machines are too big and too expensive to be worthwhile, you know, because you would pay, I don't know, 40,000, 20,000 pounds for renting the machine. Okay, let me just go a little bit and fix these 2 spots. Yeah, so there are gonna be some spots left unseeded, unplanted, but I won't make a big fuss out of it because these are really small spots, and in the big scheme they don't matter. So anyone that has that perfectionist sense tingling right now, I'm sorry. Please excuse me, but yeah, I'm not gonna bother with every last one of the square inches of our field. Okay, so the last pass. It's nice to see the bees hard at work. Okay. So this is the sunflower field, first of the 3 planted. I wonder how much seed I have left in here. The fertilizer is not going down. It's barely even going down. This is a better way to phrase it, because it looks like the sunflowers don't need that much nitrogen in the soil, which is good. Our cows made it the perfect amount almost. Okay, so the next 2 fields are gonna be done in off screen. You don't need to look at that, and then we're gonna go and get ourselves a fertilizer spreader, I mean the sprayer, and get some herbicide so we can start fixing our fields of canola. Yeah, so I'll be back when I'm at the farm and I am exchanging tractors. So I have ran out of seed. I did have just enough to do 2 fields. It was only 4% left in the planter. So the 3rd field is impossible to do with the existing amount. But let me just figure out where I have left my... Okay, I can barely squeeze through. Where I have left my bucket. It's over there, yeah. The planter doesn't take much, it only takes 330 liters of seed, I believe. So yeah, and because our seed maker takes wheat, it would probably be wise to have 1 wheat field so we can get straw and some more product for the seed making. That would be wise. Seeds. Yeah, 3,000. Okay. So we're gonna fill the planter, and whatever we have left we're gonna dump into the garden, because we are going to have to refill it, and we can do it now while we have the seed in the bucket. Okay, I will lower this down because of the... Ooh. Yeah, that was too close. Too close. These screens are very... how should I say, they're in the way of your vision. You can see good on the left side, but on the right side this screen is really... it's dangerous. These are our newly planted fields. It's a very different side from what was before, when they were full of weeds. And this is gonna be our last field of sunflowers. Let me just jump out and open the planter. I could put it a little bit more forward, but yeah, did not think of that. I have refilled the planter. As I said, it doesn't take much, only 300 and something liters. And the rest is going in the garden over here. So thinking of, I might go and simply buy the field that already has wheat in it. Because we have, I mean, I have missed the planting opportunity. So if we want to have any in this season, yeah, I need to get a field that already has some in it, or simply rent a field and take the crop off of it. Okay, this is the last field we're gonna do with sunflowers. And this will be the planting done for this season, I think. Now for what I believe is going to be the last pass of this field. The bottom headland is already done, and now just this part and the little triangle over there, and this is going to be it. I always like to have neat edges of the field. So I make sure I go around the headland last and fix everything there is to fix. And I believe I am done. Okay, let me fold back the planter. Let me take a look at what we have over here. Beautiful. Come on, mister, go. There's enough space for everyone. Okay, back at the farm, I'm gonna unload the planter, wash everything off, and then we're gonna go and take a look at that sprayer, what we can get, and we're gonna buy some herbicide, and then we're gonna go fix our fields, because I think they are quite full of weeds, and it's a good idea to fix that before the harvest so it doesn't get jammed in the combine harvester and stuff like that. So yep, that's gonna be next. For some reason the planter doesn't want to unload the seed and the fertilizer, so we're gonna leave that in because I don't really have another choice. Yeah, it's I'm not sure what's wrong, maybe it's a mod conflict or something like that, but yeah, sometimes the tools don't want to unload what's inside them. But it's no problem. In real life you would want to clear everything out, because if the moisture gets in, you may have serious damage on your equipment. It may get clogged up, the seed may start to sprout, so yeah, all kinds of trouble. Which in Farming Simulator, of course, we don't have yet, at least at the moment. Maybe someday it will be modeled, but not today. Alright, let me put this back in the bay where it belongs. Let's unhook it. And while I'm here, let's go check on the sprayers. What's available, what's not. Yeah, I am going to use this one. This should work nicely. Let me see. Cover. Yes. No. What cover? Okay, yeah. Let's leave that on. Let's go with older red, maybe. Like a used one. Yellow. Yeah, sprayers are usually something like that. Okay, let's buy it. I'm going to change the tires on this tractor for row crop tires. Okay, the Trelleborg has customized, yes. So we can load up and go straight into the field, and in the next morning, the next episode probably, when we're gonna take the garden products to sell point and maybe honey to the sell point, we can load it up on that trailer when it's empty and bring the rest of the herbicide back to the farmyard. Coming up to the Clever Motors. And that is our sprayer. Again, it's not much, but we also don't have much of fields, so it will probably be sufficient. Yeah, it is very small. Okay, let's buy the herbicide. Corteva, or this one. Do we have any other? Diesel exhaust fluid, new. Okay. Let's buy it. So it's 2000 liters. We can only fit 400 into one tank load. And let's go to our first field. The tractor looks so silly with these tires on. I've seen one in this setup a few days ago, and it was really hilarious, but well, it works. It destroys as little crop as possible, and if you have the planter or seeder that actually leaves tire tracks, you actually don't destroy any crop, because you can fit easily with these tires into the rows. So yeah, let me check if I have an application rate. I do. Let me deactivate it, and let's go to the lowest. Okay, I can't really see. Maybe it will show when I'm over the field. Yeah, you can see this is the field on the left, one of our fields, and it looks quite clogged up with the weeds. So it's high time we do something about it. And I want to be as ecologically... Oh yeah, it unfolds quite wide. I want to be as ecological as I possibly can, so I will set the application rate to the lowest. It's probably K. No, the M. Lower is it? Okay, yeah, we're not going through the herbicide as fast as I was expecting. So I think we will easily cover all 3 fields that we have planted with canola. 2 fields. Maybe it's just 2 fields. But yeah, this is actually a perfect setup for our farm. Good. Thinking of, we may have only 2 fields that need spraying at the moment. Is this field and field 22. You can just barely see on our mini map at the bottom right now. Yeah. Okay. So let's do a time lapse. And we'll be back when we're done. We have actually managed to do both fields with 400 liters. 350 if I'm exact. So yeah, awesome. It shows how little how little herbicide you can use on your fields and still be effective. Good. Okay, so the last thing to do today is wash this tractor, put it away, and that's gonna be this episode done. And we'll see what awaits us in the next episode. Our beautiful Steyr. Look at the reflection of the sun. Great. This one is gonna be over there at the back. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you had a great time, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.